Hey everyone, my name's Katie. If you don't know me, I'm a Meridian Energetics Practitioner and a teacher from Pennsylvania, and I'm here. I'm really happy to be here with my colleague, Danah. Hi, Danah.
Hi, Katie. I'm Danah. I'm coming from Amsterdam, the Netherlands. I'm a Meridian Energetics Practitioner as well and a teacher. So today we want to discuss and to invite people and to share something about Meridian Energetics. And the topic is, Katie is going to now pronounce this.
So the topic is, so you think you want to become a Meridian Energetics Practitioner. And I'd like to get your perspective, Danah, about what you feel it really takes for someone to become an ME practitioner. Because currently there are about less than 50 or 60 practitioners around the world, and there's only about 5 certified teachers. So, so Danah, do you want to start on this topic?
Yeah. Well, it's just that Mal for the last year started to train teachers because right now at this time we're living now, I think it's time that the consciousness level is ready to have more people with understanding of the heart chakra awakening, the kundalini awakening, and the opening to the 12 chakra system, which was before not the consciousness where most humanity was in. And it's amazing that we now can bring this outward into the world because people are ready to receive the energy, what it holds. And yeah, I think the time is now to really assist people on this and what it takes. It takes mature people and people who really want to dive in deep into their inner self to get belief systems changed around. Because, like Mel is saying, evolution doesn't wait for nobody's belief systems, and that's true. But with only changing a belief system, you really have to be open and willing to change. And not many people are ready to change. They just want to use a wand or want to use a pill and a quick fix, and then they think they've done it all. But with going inward and deeply inward, it takes like courage as well. And it can be painful, and you find grief and you find shadow sides of self. And you have to go through them if you want to change them around. And I think Meridian Energetics holds like simple tools to make it more easy to go inward. And it doesn't have to be a very long process to do so. You only have to, well, change your perspective and open your mind to receive and learn how to receive. And I think that's the most difficult part for what I see in clients as well. They don't know how to receive because we didn't learn that. And that's due to all our, well, inner child issues, I guess, because we're not safe. We don't know how to feel safe and to feel safe with self. And actually, whose reality are we living? We do not really know who we truly are, because nothing what we see and walking this reality is real. So you really have to get to learn and are to be brave enough to really dive in and to change you to come to your natural blueprint. And that's completely different whether when I look at myself, what I thought I was 10 years ago. There's nothing left of me. So I think it's the same for you, that you changed so many things that you didn't even know was there and you're still struggling with. So I'm just babbling around a little bit. I'm going off topic here, but fill me in.
Well, thank you so much for that, Dana. I really you really explained and gave so much information there. I definitely resonate with going through like a transformation and not feeling like there's anything left of me just 4 years ago. I remember watching one of Mel's videos that really affected me and really made me want to start on this journey. It was called Empaths Purging Emotions. I don't know if you remember that video, but he talked about how you can go back to childhood and change your memories that weren't that great. You can go back and recreate higher vibration, happier memories, and then your consciousness starts remembering a different childhood, and so that releases excess emotional energy, which you can then use for like to feel in your life creatively. It's very healing, and it releases a lot of old stuff. And I definitely realized that for me, I remember feeling like I had a whole lot of issues that I needed to be addressed, and I didn't really want to, go and talk about it or rehash it or anything like that. I just wanted to deal with it. And so doing the Meridian Energetics training really helped me to release all of that old stuff. Um, Even though I didn't know anything about energy or chakras or energy healing, like that was not my background. Um, but working on that inner stuff, I really wanted to get that done, taken care of, and deal with it. So I really resonate with what you're saying, that you have to have a desire to go really deep inside of yourself. Um, and the first half of the Meridian Energetics training is inner child exercises, where the teacher leads you into 10 meditations with visualizations that are exercises, not just for the inner child specifically, but for exercises for deeper knowing of self and self-healing. Because Mel says, I believe he said, you shouldn't be putting your hands on anyone really until you've done the healing work on yourself. So that really resonated with me.
Exactly. That's what I see lacking in a lot of healing abilities or modalities, actually, sorry. Um, People feel the energy, start working with the energy, but do not really know what's really actually happening. They can't give it words. A lot is fluff and fantasy and like woohoo, and that's also there. But when you can't ground it and when you don't have proper understanding of what is happening, it can also turn the wrong way around. And it can be like, well, devastating for somebody when you get some energies out and somebody comes in panic and you can't give words to what you assist people in when you're not going through yourself or you haven't been going in there yourself. And it's to get more awareness of your own energy, your own body, your own connection with your higher self, your inner voice, or whatever name you want to give it. And what I also find very beautiful about the meditations, but the guidelines you get in the meditations, it's like you can drop the story because the mind and the imaginary faculty has so much more abilities we can use in a different way instead of only daydreaming or only can visualize what we need or want from outside. But when you use the imaginary faculty and the third eye proper and you place it into heart, like what we do with the meditations and what Mel made them for, to start to use the heart center, you can drop the story. And when you're repeating stories, then you stay looping as well. So if we want to use like different approaches of healing and different ways of changing the mind and the thought forms and changing the feel we have with the body, apart from all the stories we're repeating over and over again, you get a new universe you dive into, the universe of you. And that's what is beautiful about it. We don't use like anything apart from ourselves. Although I really love frequency and I love sounds and heart frequencies and binary codes and I like solfeggi tones but that's different. You can also listen to them and then do the meditations when you used to it. So it doesn't matter how you come there. But it's really amazing what you learn about self. But you have to go deep. Otherwise, you can't become a practitioner, because you will see when you start off and you really take this serious, you see that you're not that mature as you thought you were. And you're not that evolved as you thought you were. There's so much more when you really dive in deep. And yeah, I think that's what you meant to say as well. It's like, yeah, learning to know yourself on a different level over and over and over again. It's an ongoing process. Even now, when I'm diving in, I'm changing. Um, Even working with training people, it's so beautiful to watch how other people receive stuff, how they learn how energy comes to them. And that's so beautiful to see as well, because everybody is different. And this is why it's so beautiful. It's a non-manual training. And I think that's the best way to do it, because then the authentic self of somebody you teach the modality, it's going to expand over and over again and renew. And it's like a big party going on. Sorry, I'm babbling again, so I'm handing over. Maybe you can fill in some spots. Sorry. That's always when you have a passion for something, then it just goes on and on.
No, I love listening to you explain the modality. It is so technical in its way of healing and using the evolving 12 chakra system, like you said, using the third eye and the imaginative faculty in the heart center, instead of just up in the mental body, where people tend to overuse their third eye, and they get into the woo woo stuff of the spiritual kind of community, and they get sucked into that instead of going deeper into the heart center, and using the imaginative faculty to visualize there and changing the way that you think about yourself or your awareness of self and your own programs, and healing from the loops that we all get in. So it is so technical that way, and yeah.
Yes, it is. And it's like, and it's also like, always I have to laugh about now, and it's like, it's no rocket science. No, actually, it isn't rocket science. We've got like five uh, vital organs, and we have like seven glands who needs this body to function well. And like when we run from the seven grid points and the energy points, and which we call chakras, but it actually are just energy points to get the motor and the thing going. And like the second one and the throat chakra, were closed with most of humanity. So we needed things from the outside before. Now, due to the awareness level of humanity, the heart chakra is opening, the kundalini starts rising from the tailbone up, and everything gets activated. Nobody can dive for it because it's happening now, but there's no proper knowledge. And I think we all are trained well by Mel, and we came from this soul aspect and from this source. So actually, we all who did find the resonance with this modality, and Mel trained us all well, we knew what we came to do here, because we all had like a system of the 12 chakra already working in our body, because it starts at puberty. And it's so needed in this now, especially with children, because all the newer children coming in already have a more evolved chakra system going on their bodies. So, and when there's not enough knowledge about the 12 chakra system, we can't assist these children as well. And that's the newer evolution already. So we have to share this knowledge now into society, that people can have an understanding that the mind of those newer children, the sensitivity of those children is so much more profound than what we have been stuck in all these decades in the 7 energy points we were working from. So it's really now time that we get practitioners in that are trained proper, who want to do the work, who resonate with this, who see around in society, and maybe there are children's people who working with children, teachers. You can use it, this modality everywhere. It doesn't matter how you put this in, but if you get proper understanding, if you know how it's functioning inside of your human aspects, your physical body, your mental body, your emotional body, then you have like an understanding as well to assist where you're located, where you're drawn to the children you work with, to the elders you work with, to it doesn't matter in what part of society, in what job you are, you can use this modality. And this is what is so profound. You don't have to be in the spiritual community, because I don't believe in spirituality. It's just going back to the roots of us. It's going back to our original blueprint. And that's just, we have to learn how to just be. And I think the human race has so many gifts, and it's so snowed under belief system we're just fed with. It's like stuffed through our throats. And well, hopefully we're showing to step up, to share what this modality is all about, and to communicate from a balanced viewpoint with understanding and compassion for all beautiful modalities which are out there. We need to level up. So hopefully with this sharing of what we do, we can attract those beautiful people, because we need like people to get this knowledge out and to assist. We
Yeah.
do need practitioners. There are too many people in distress.
Mm. And I think that, part of going, deeper inside yourself and knowing your own, programs that have been running and being able to clear and heal and change yourself, then you start to know that when you're balanced, because, well, the modality does balance the masculine and feminine sides of the etheric body and the energy in the body. So knowing when you're grounded and balanced, I feel is really helpful to everyone, and especially in these stressful times that we live in. So especially if you're a hands-on person, a healer or a therapist, or you're in the mental health in service, it's really important and so vital to be balanced in your energy, and not getting pulled in, sucked into other people's emotional energy if you're working with people. So that's another part of the modality that I really love and respect. And to get to that point, I feel it does take a little bit of um, focus and discipline, as Mel says.
It does, and it's also like when, well, the normal psychiatry, how they go to school and how they learn, they always learn to not get in real contact. They learn how to be in distance of the clients. And I think what humanity needs most is connection. And we don't know what real intimacy is, because we learned that intimacy is like a bad word. It has to do with sexuality. And it's not about sexuality. Pure intimacy is from heart. And there is no judgment from heart. There is no wanting something or needing something. There is just like openness. There is just compassion. There is a sharing, a vulnerability. And I think it's very important to, when you work with people, to just connect this way, get more connection, to connect from soul to soul. But what is connecting from soul to soul? With not needing anything, with not having any judgment, with not having any fear running or false belief, or that's really something we have to get to learn each other, how we do this and how we can connect with the clients with not wanting something from somebody, or that clients don't make the false belief that they're start falling in love with you because I don't want something from somebody, but still I do have a lot of love to share, and I do love and I do care for the people I work with. I do like to make real contact. It's like when I just meet like somebody I know and I say, "Oh, how are you?" And people tend to say like, "Oh, I'm okay. It's going well. Yeah, busy, busy, busy." And I'm like, I'm not asking if you're busy. How are you? I really want to know how you are. Otherwise, when I don't have time, I say, "Oh, hi. Oh, you look great." Or I make like a nice compliment that you also get a nice feel. But then they know I don't have time to listen to the story. So when I ask somebody, "How are you?" then I want to have time. And then I really want to connect. And I think with Meridian Energetics, this is what we do. We really make time. We really make contact from soul to soul. We create a safe environment from heart. And this is why it goes so deep. And this is why people feel so relaxed and they can really release all dense energies. And it stays as well. It's not like a plaster, it really goes deep into the core of somebody's belief systems, into somebody's pain. It really goes straight into the core just because we're from heart working and we're balanced and we create a deep heart space for them where they can feel safe. Like we're creating a womb of energy, the womb of the mother that just can lay down on the table and we assist them. But we're also explain them where their own bullshit is, but in a compassionate way, because sometimes we have to be very raw because love is raw as well. And don't repeat the story, drop your story, but still they need some time to release their story as well. So sometimes they go in shock when you work with clients because after they go into repetition, then out of the blue I can say like, "Fuck it, now you have to stop." And they're like, "Huh? Huh? I didn't expect it." But sometimes you have to do that. It's like in nature. Why is there a volcano eruption going on? Because it's needed at that time. There's a cleanse needed. So sometimes you have to shock people. And then be soft and compassionate again. So it's really amazing how I also myself see how I work with clients and change as well.
And it's so beautiful that you are aware of your own personality that way, and I really, it, part of evolution is developing your personality. And that's what I love about, Meridian Energetics and the potential that we have to develop, how we relate to people. So,
Exactly, but it's like you say, like you dive into this modality, you resonated with somebody, Mel told you, or what you saw Mel telling in this video, and it's also so funny that the resonance you had when you did step in with what you were drawn to, that's also your aspect, and that's the topic you're really good at, the inner child work, and that's one of your specialties.
yeah.
I'm always amazed when you're describing stuff you share and your writings you share, because this is really your topic. And that's also so good that you see all the different practitioners connect and resonate on different topics in different ways and aspects of the modality. So it's so huge, and it's, yeah, I think it's so profound. I I don't have words for it, but it's beautiful. Wow, I'm in love with the energy. Sorry. Oh, sorry. I don't actually mean sorry, but it's like feeling and seeing yourself from above, how you communicate and how you talk about something you really love, and it's like a little bit shameful as well. Like I'm like, it's like I'm almost dwelling over something I'm talking about. Oh my. Fun is a really, really good vibration to have as well. We should make a lot of fun.
Well, thank you so much, Dana, for making this video with me and for sharing um, so much of your understanding and knowledge and wisdom. And yeah. And everyone, if you are interested in learning more about Meridian Energetics, you can go to the website, meridianenergetics.com, or you can check out Dana's website or my website. They'll be listed underneath this video. So, and everyone, have a great day.
Yeah, thank you so much. And well, we will be putting up more, but we had to start somewhere. And it was so much fun. Thank you, Katie, for we're always well, try to ruffle each other's feathers to finally step into what we feel we need to do. So, and we're both a little bit shy of on going on video, and that's okay too. That's okay too. Thank you so much for doing this. Okay, thank you all.
Thank you.